some of the most respected brand are using the group to help their managers change drive sales, engage teams, and innovate. Executives inside some of the world's most respected brand are using the rule to help their managers change. Drive sales, engage teams, and innovate. Take Crystal at USAA, whose entire sales team is using the 5-second rule. And the result has been awesome. They've jumped to number 1 in our location. Executives inside some of the world's most expected brands are using the rule to help their managers change it. Drive sales, engage teams, and innovate. Crystal, I have my whole team at USAA doing the 5-second rule. So far, we have jumped to number 1 in our location. Our goal is to be the number 1 in the entire company. To be the number 1 in the entire company. The 5-second rule is so easy to learn and so important for confidence that we see managers like Moose teaching it to their teams all over the world. The entire staff glued to our TED Talk by Mel Robbins this morning. Motivation, 5-second rule. You are so inspired by the stories of people who are finding the courage to stop thinking and start putting their ideas into action. Mark, who, after decades of thinking about starting a non-profit ice hockey league for inner city kids, used the rule to finally get the idea out of my head and into action. He is now partnered with former Olympian and NHL alumni to create camps, clinics, and leagues. I worked in around the National Hockey League for most of the 1980s and 1990s. Always thought that it was a shame that inner city kids had little access to the sport, which tends to be expensive and impractical for many families. I worked in around the National Hockey League to most of the 1980s and 1990s. Always thought that it was a shame that inner city kids had little access to the sport, which tend to be expensive and impractical for many families. I always had a concept of hockey lessons, bringing hockey to the inner city via street hockey. Unfortunately, I put the emergency brake on each time I had this thought and never followed through with it. Then in 2013, I watched Mel Robbins TEDx talk, and at the 19th minute of a 21-minute presentation, she introduced the 5-second rule. I immediately got the inner city hockey program out of my head and put it into action. So soon I joined the forces with former U.S. Olympic hockey star David A. Jensen and the Boston Bruins alumni to create a hockey in the streets program, which now conducts camps, clinics, and leagues in many urban areas throughout New England. Essays, the program continues to expand. Thousands of urban kids will have the chance to experience the great game of hockey, but it couldn't always happen with the emergency brake on. The rule is also a powerful tool in the battle of addiction and depression. Battle of addiction and depression. We learned about the 5-second rule on a Reddit thread, and it was the right message, right place, right time. He started using the rules countdown trick to quit drinking, and it's working amazing. He just celebrated his 40th birthday completely sober. I stumbled across your TED Talk on a Reddit thread. Watching it like 10 times. And now, hi man, I am doing very well. I turned 40 on Saturday and have stayed sober the entire time. I have been to a couple social functions and used the countdown trick. It works amazing. And it might even save your life. A work colleague of mine recently reached out and shared a very poignant 5-second rule story with me. After he and his wife split up, he fell into a deep depression. It got so bad that he contemplated suicide. At his lowest point, he used the rule to pull it down and call for help, finding the courage to get out of his head by counting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then calling for help saved his life. Contemplated suicide. Contemplated suicide. Man, hope all is well. Hope all is well. I have been meaning to write you for a while. As you know, I have heard you speak a few times. We have hung out. I follow your various posts. Know what you do matters. My wife and I split over a year ago, and it has been hard, so hard that I contemplated suicide. However, at my lowest point, I said to myself, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, put it down and call for help. I'm doing great now. Life is good. I have rediscovered my purpose. Never doubt the good you are doing and the difference you are making. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go out and have a great day. Cheers. Have a great day. Cheers. In using the rule for more than 7 years, hearing from people all over the world, I've come to realize that every single day we face long moments that are difficult, uncertain, and scary. Your life requires courage, and that is exactly what the rule will help you discover: the courage to become your greatest self.